Hi everybody, my name is Sheldon Spear. I'm here to talk to you today a little bit about GL Smart. Personally, as a young guy, I'm 21 years old. Crypto has always been something I've heard about forever, something I've wanted to get involved in for forever, but it's always a little too complicated. All of the tutorials and the people talking about it never really made enough sense for me to grasp it. The software was always a little too confusing. Couldn't wrap my head around it fully. But thanks to GL Smart, I don't have to worry about that anymore. GL Smart is one of the simplest, most basic softwares that I've ever seen, but it's so well laid out. It's so easy to understand. It almost feels like you're playing a little mobile game on your phone, but you're making money at the same time. It's an amazing, amazing creation, and I'm so grateful that I can be part of this journey. So have a good one and don't hold back.
Hi everybody, my name is Jade Pretorius, and as a student, I did not have time to manage my finances, but GL Smart has changed that for me. GL Smart is different, it is so easy to use, and it makes managing my finances a breeze. All you need to do is plug and play. So sign up for GL Smart today and take control of your finances without sacrificing study time.
Hi, I'm Katalin, I'm 20 years old and I'd like to share with you why I believe a blockchain-based gifting platform can be quite relevant for our generation. First of all, because we care, but we also want transparency. A gifting platform on Smart Chain means every act of support is visible and verifiable. There's no such thing as a middleman taking a cut. Everything is transparent, open and done in real time. Do you want to donate help or receive help? It's direct, safe and fair. However, help doesn't always mean money. On such a platform, gifting can mean time, advice, resources, ideas, and so on and so forth. Everything is recorded in a smart system that recognizes contributions, with no bureaucracy or favoritism. It's built around an idea, a real community in a digital space. This isn't a social network, rather it's a support network. Everyone on the platform is there to give and receive something real, and the blockchain simply makes everything safer, fairer and easier. You find meaning, not just functionality. This platform isn't just about a way to make money, but about having an impact, building trust between strangers and feeling like you're part of something bigger than yourself. You learn at no cost. Besides social involvement, you learn how a digital wallet works, what a smart contract is, and how trust flows in a decentralized economy. All of this just by participating, without needing to be a crypto expert. In conclusion, a gifting platform built on Smart Chain is a place where you can connect with other young people who want to change the world through simple actions but real impact. We're not just watching things happen, we're building together.
Hola, 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 muy buenas tardes, ¿qué tal? Espero se encuentren muy bien. Quiero enviar este testimonio, este video, ya que he venido recibiendo regalos de Ubuntu, cosa que me alegra demasiado y quería compartir con ustedes esta alegría. Fascinante, maravilloso, espectacular. Gracias a mi Dios que tenemos la oportunidad de tener este tipo de herramientas que nos ayudan mucho a mejorar nuestras vidas. Y también aprovecho porque es que hoy es mi cumpleaños y entonces pues ustedes entenderán que estoy recibiendo regalos de la manera más bonita y más agradecida del mundo. Gracias Dios mío, gracias por ser mi socio, mi amigo, por ser mi guía, gracias Dios mío, no sé hasta cuándo seamos. Mientras yo respire seré socio mi Dios y el mío. Un abrazo con todos y con todas y quería compartir este momento tan bonito que estoy viviendo. Gracias, hasta luego.
Wow. What a unique way to be part of a gifting community in the modern era, on a platform that allows for so much versatility, speed, efficiency and control, and most important for me is safety. It's going to be a ride. Buckle up.
Hello everyone, I'm Nancy. As you all know, GL Smart's launching, and if you're like me who doesn't have a lot of time to be with a cell phone, this is ideal. You literally click, click, and you hear ka-ching. It's simple, it's easy, anybody can use it, young and old. Time saver, fast, plug and play and go. And then you wake up in a few days' time or even the next day and there's money in your account. Now, that's how I can work. So have a look, enjoy it. It's great fun. Really it is. So you have a great day.
Hi, it's Elizabeth, and I'm so happy to be sharing with all you guys from Venezuela right now, and to share with you GL Smart. I mean, for me, there are no words. I love Gift of Legacy so much. I believe in what it means in sharing, in that circular way of giving and receiving, of gifting and receiving, and it's such a beautiful, beautiful adventure. And GL Smart just makes it easy, really easy, and I love that. I love that it's easy. I love that you just, with a click, you're already in. I'm on 9 boards, enjoying the ride, and can't wait for more and more to come. Hola, soy Eli Tepper desde Venezuela ahora y feliz de estar compartiendo GL Smart con todos. Los que me conocen saben que amo Gift of Legacy y esto es una oportunidad más de hacer las cosas tan fáciles y tan bellas. Así que wow, me encanta esto de estar regalando, de estar recibiendo, de estar contribuyendo con una realidad mejor y más grande. Así que no se lo pierdan, no se lo pierdan.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Zoom call this evening. We are very glad that you are all here. Can I ask that if anybody needs captions, to please request it so that I can approve it before the presentation starts. So I need somebody to request for captions, please, and then I can approve it. Can somebody request captions, please? Somebody knows how to do it. I cannot approve it. Thank you. There we go. Thank you, everybody. Well, welcome. I'm just waiting to see if any of my other co-hosts are going to join us. Ike, I've made you co-host because you're always here with me, and I'm so grateful that you are. I hope that you are able to speak and participate this evening. What we are going to do tonight is to go through the GL Smart Map. We're going to discuss closing Aldous boards, and then we'll open up for Q&A. So I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to go straight in to sharing the presentation. I'm going to show you where to find it so that you are able to see and you are able to find it and share it with your friends. Elizabeth, hi, I've made you co-host as well. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. So what we are going to do is I'm showing you on my telephone, my cell phone, because many of us participate in GL Smart on our phone, and you don't need a laptop to present. You can present GL Smart right off of your phone. And I'm going to show you how to do that, where all the information is. Our goal is for everybody to be able to share GL Smart, that we don't need to have Zoom calls, regular meetings. You need to plug in and play. We are gifting smarter, so we don't need to have long Zoom calls on a regular basis when we all have the information right here on our phones that we can share with people. So I am sharing my screen off of my phone while I'm presenting off of my tablet. When you want to get any information, go to the Gift of Legacy Smart Telegram group. Unfortunately, at the moment, Telegram is not allowing us to translate directly, but we all know how to use Google Translate or other translation tools, and that allows us to communicate with people across the world. So when you open the Gift of Legacy Smart Telegram group, you will see that there are different categories. There's Zoom call recordings, information about GL Smart, which is for admin only. There's announcements. There are posters that you can share on your WhatsApp status. There's a general chat. If you pick up any errors, you can put them there. There's a topic specifically with information for new users. That's also admin only. Then there's questions and answers. There's information about the Smart Chain Open Lineage. You can look at that. The testimonials I've just played, they're there. They've got YouTube links. You can send them and share them with people who you are introducing to GL Smart. There are videos that have been translated into other languages. We do suggest that you join the official Gift of Legacy English YouTube channel, because on the YouTube channel, we are posting translations of the GL Smart material in other languages. There's troubleshooting and all sorts of information you need to know. So we're going to click tonight on GL Smart information, which says admin only, and you will see that there is a smart map. It was posted on the 3rd of July. It says smart map. When I click on that, it opens up as a PowerPoint and I can present directly from my phone. This is the map that you can use in GL Smart to achieve your dreams. This is a suggestion. It is to guide you, but really in GL Smart, you can join any board at any time. You do not have to start with the Polina boards, which is our first board in the starter category or tier. You can go straight to the Ubuntu boards. You can join on speed, or you can come straight in on the classics and participate there. So really, GL Smart offers you the option to join where you would like to join. We talk about gifting 4 ways. GL Smart offers you the opportunity to participate on 4 gifting tiers or categories. The first is starter, and there we have 4 boards: Polina, Hui, Ohio, and Ohana. And there are multiple active boards that are available that you can join on every level, on every board. Polina, Hui, Ohio, Ohana, you can join as many active boards as you would like. There are no perpetual cycles in GL Smart. When you finish a board as a legend, the board is done. You can then join one more of the active boards if that is what you would like to do. But there's another way to do things when you receive gifts as a legend. We'll explain that now. Then we have the GL Classics. The Classics are a nostalgic connection or link back to the traditional Gift of Legacy, what we call the GL Classics, or the website that we all know and love. This is different. It is a different way of gifting on the classic boards, but it is a nostalgic touch to remind us of our roots in Gift of Legacy. And here we can join bronze, silver, gold, and platinum boards. You don't have to start at bronze. You can come right in on platinum if you would like to do that. At the moment, the GL Classic boards are the only boards where you can follow a lineage, where you can use the follow option to follow another user's wallet. Then we have the speed boards. There are also 4 speed boards. This is for fast-paced rewards. These are boards where there are no builders. There are not 15 people on the board. There's 1 legend, 2 guides, and 2 gifters on each side. Just 7 people, and therefore these boards can move speedily. Then we have a very special tier, the Ubuntu boards. Ubuntu means I am because you are. And on the Ubuntu boards, we share the gifts. So when a gifter lands on the board, the legend receives 30% of that gift. The builders will receive 10%. The builders receive 12.5% of the gift, and the guide receives 10%. So everybody on the board before the gifters will receive gifts, and the builders receive 12.5% of every gift that is gifted by the 8 gifters. So when all 8 gifters have landed on the board, each builder will have received back the gift that they used to join the board. So that means straight from a builder position, you are receiving gifts. It's all about community. It's about sharing, and this is where we share gifts beautifully. Users are able to join any board at any time. This allows users to choose which boards they would like to participate on. It's like going to a restaurant. You can decide where you would like to play, which boards you would like to play, and how many you would like to join. You may join as many available boards as there are and as you are able to. A user is only able to be on a board with one profile or wallet at a time. So with one wallet, you can only be on one board at a time. So if you join a starter board, you will land on the oldest board. If you then join another Polina board or another starter board with the very same profile or wallet, you will go to the second oldest board. And then if you join a third time, you will go to the third oldest board. You will join sequentially the oldest boards from the oldest to the second oldest to the third oldest. However, if you are gifter number 8 and you land on a board, you won't see that you are gifter number 8. The board will split and you will immediately be a builder on a new board. In GL Smart, the boards load up from Gifter 1 to Gifter 8. So it doesn't matter where you join, you will always fill the next available gifter position. So Gifter 1 fills up, then Gifter 2, then Gifter 3, then Gifter 4, then 5, 6, 7, and 8. You always fill up sequentially. When all 8 gifters are there, the board splits and 2 new boards are created. When a user completes a board, they then have one more available board to join. We have created in GL Smart a culture where people create their own perpetual cycle. When you as a legend have received your 8 gifts, use one of them to rejoin that same board, use some of the other gifts to progress to the next level in that tier, or join another tier, and of course, keep some of the gifts to enjoy, because that's why we are all here. A user can start in GL Smart with one Polina profile and progress to all of the boards in all 4 tiers, and that is what the GL Smart Map is all about. So let's look at the starter boards. This is a suggestion of how you will progress through the boards. You are going to start on the Polina boards with 15 poly to join. As a legend, you will receive 8 gifts of 15 poly, which is 120 poly in total. Use 4 of your gifts to join Hui. Hui is the next board in the starter tier, and it is 50 poly to join. So your first 4 gifts are going to equal up to 60 poly. You will then have 10 poly spare, and you will have 60 poly from your gifts 5, 6, 7, and 8. That gives you 70 poly in total, which is available to you for you to use. We suggest that you use one gift to rejoin Polina. That's 15 poly, leaving you with 55 poly spare. And I'm just going to say, let's leave it there in the turquoise writing, and we'll talk about what to do with all of these extra poly once we've completed all 4 starter boards. So the Hui board, you have joined for 50 poly. As a legend, you will receive 8 gifts of 50 poly, which is 400 poly. Use 2 gifts to join Ohio. Ohio is 100 poly to join. So you are using 2 gifts of your Hui, and that gives you the 100 poly to join Ohio. You then keep 6 gifts from gift 3 to gift 8. That is 300 poly, which is available to you. Use 50, just one gift, to rejoin Hui, and then you have 250 poly that you can use to join other boards and other tiers in GL Smart. We now have 250 poly over after we've joined Ohio, and we'll put it there in the turquoise writing. Now we have Ohio. You join for 100 poly. The gift is 100 poly. As a legend, you will receive 8 gifts of 100 poly, which is 800 poly in total. Use 2 of your gifts to join Ohana. Ohana is 200 poly to join. You will keep your 6 gifts from gifter 3 to gifter 8, which is 600 poly available to you. If you use just 1 gift of 100 poly to rejoin another Ohio board, you have 500 poly that you can use to join other tiers or other boards in GL Smart, and of course to enjoy some of them as well. Now Ohana. Ohana is another nostalgic connection to GL Classic as we know it on the website. Ohana means family. It means nobody gets left behind. And Ohana is the 4th board in our starter tier. It is 200 poly to join. As a legend, you will receive 8 gifts of 200 poly, which is 1,600 poly in total. So this is very different to the Ohana that you know on the GL website. As a legend, you will receive 8 gifts of 200 poly. Use 3 of those gifts. Yes, just 3 of those gifts to join bronze on the GL Classics tier. To join bronze is 450 poly. You are using 3 of your gifts, which is 600 poly, but you only use 450 poly to join bronze, leaving you with 150 poly spare. You are still going to keep your gifts from gifter 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 5 gifts, plus that 150. So you've got 1,150 poly available for you to use to gift onto other boards. Take 1 gift and do what everybody else is doing. We're creating our own perpetual cycle. It's not an official perpetual cycle. It's just the culture that we have created in GL Smart. Use 1 gift to rejoin Ohana, which is 200 poly. That leaves you with 950 poly. So let's look in the turquoise writing at the suggested use of these available funds once you have moved through 1 Pelina, 1 Hui, 1 Ohio, and 1 Ohana board as legend. You have 55 poly from Pelina, 250 poly from Hui, 500 poly from Ohio, and 950 poly from Ohana. That's 1,755 poly. You can use this to join a speed board or Ubuntu boards. The speed board, we have a speed 100 poly. We have an Ubuntu 200 poly. So you could easily join both of them. They're the first boards on the speed and Ubuntu tier. You then could join multiple Ohana, Ohio, Hui, and Pelina boards on the starter tier. It's just a suggestion. If you would like to go and join an Ubuntu 400 or whatever you would like to do, that is up to you. You are able to join that. But please look at the values of all of the boards on all of the tiers, and with 1,755 poly, you can join the boards of higher value. Remember, when you join a board, you will be getting 8 times that value when you are legend. So even though we say start with 1 Pelina and move through to Hui, then Ohio and Ohana, remember that the goal is to get onto the higher boards. That is where you will create your legacy and gift the smart way. So now we are ready on GL Classics. You have joined the classic boards, and remember the classic boards are the only boards where you can follow lineage. we have created in GL Smart a smart chain open lineage. We know that many people do not have big lineages. They don't maybe know how to invite. That doesn't mean anyone gets left behind. No. Here we have an open lineage that is managed by admin. There is a form that you can complete to participate in the open lineage. Look for it. Look for the information under the open lineage tab on our Telegram group and consider joining a community-driven lineage. Of course, you can create your own lineage, but nothing is more powerful than everybody collectively working together in one lineage to close boards. So let's go through the boards on Classic. We have the bronze board, which you joined for 450 poly. As a legend, you are going to receive 8 gifts of 450 poly, which is 3,600 poly. Use 4 of those gifts to join silver. 4 gifts of 450 poly gives you 1,800 poly. You need 200 poly extra, which you will take from your 5th gift because you need 2,000 poly to join silver. So you are still going to have gifts remaining 1,600 poly that you will have from your 5th gift, and you are going to receive gifts from your other boards 6 to 8. Now you are going to use 1 gift to rejoin another board, another bronze board, leaving you with 1,150 poly that you can use to progress onto other boards of higher values in other tiers. So let's take that 1,150 poly and put it in the purple area. You've joined silver. 2,000 poly to join, you've already gifted. As a legend, you will receive 8 gifts of 2,000 poly, which is 16,000 poly. You are going to use 4 gifts to join gold. Gold is 7,000 poly to join. You are using 8 gifts, so you are going to have 1,000 poly spare because you've got 8,000 poly there and you only need 7 to join gold. 7,000 poly. So now you're still going to keep 8,000 poly from your gifts 5, 6, 7, and 8. Plus that extra 1,000 that was spare, that is 9,000 poly that you have available. Use 1 gift of 2,000 poly to join another silver board, and that's leaving you with 7,000 poly. Let's put it in the purple writing. Now we've got gold. Gold you've already joined for 7,000 poly. As a legend, you will receive 8 gifts of 7,000 poly, which is 56,000 poly. If you use 4 gifts, you can join platinum, which is 22,000 poly. And once you've joined platinum, you will have 6,000 poly spare from those first 4 gifts. You're going to keep 28,000 poly from your gifts 5, 6, 7, and 8. So in total, that's 34,000 poly. Use just 1 gift of 7,000 poly to join another gold board. You'll be supporting the lineage, but if you are part of the lineage by rejoining, and you will have 27,000 poly available in your pocket. Let's put that in the purple because we can do some wonderful things with all of this available poly. Now you are on platinum. You have joined for 22,000 poly. As a legend, you will receive 8 gifts of 22,000 poly. These are big numbers. That gives you 176,000 poly. If you use just 1 gift to rejoin another platinum board for 22,000 poly, you will have 154,000 poly available. So let's see what we can do, what is suggested that you do with these available funds. 1,150 from bronze, 7,000 from silver, 27,000 from gold, 154,000 from platinum, gives us in total 189,150 poly. It's big numbers, and it can get confusing when you're presenting. You can use 189,150 poly to join multiple starter boards, speed boards, Ubuntu boards. You can join the larger value speed boards, the larger value Ubuntu boards. The largest Ubuntu board is 25,000. You can easily join that board. You can use multiple wallets to follow lineage where available, especially on the classic boards. So now you will have all of this poly available in one wallet. If you are using MetaMask or Trust, you are able to create multiple wallets on Trust or MetaMask and give them different names. They will all have different nicknames on the GL Smart contract. You can then share your poly from this wallet to another wallet and start the journey again. Start at Polina, start at Ohana, join a bronze board, jump on Speed 1, jump on Ubuntu, jump on the big boards. At the moment, there are 700, just over 710, I think, Polina boards. There are not that many Speed 1 boards. There are not that many Ubuntu 200 boards. There are not that many bronze boards. Look at Ohana, look at Ohio. There are less boards. We know that on the starter tier, on the speed boards and the Ubuntu boards, we are currently filling up oldest boards first. So if you want to get through boards quicker, join the higher boards because there are less active boards. When you are gifting in GL Smart, you need to gift the smart way. You need to think, what is smarter for you, for your needs? Do you need quick income, quick rewards? Join Speed. Do you want to help the community, and do you want to receive gifts from a builder position? Join Ubuntu. Do you want to follow a lineage? Join the open lineage and join the classics. You can have your own lineage. Just putting that in there. On the starter boards, don't just play on Polina. Once you've got through a Polina board and you want to join more Polina boards, just think about what is the smart thing to do. Maybe use some of that poly to join Hui, which then gives you the springboard to join Ohio and Ohana. Once you complete Ohana, you can get into bronze, which is your journey to platinum. Get on the Ubuntu boards, get on the speed boards, go for the higher values. There are less boards, and you will receive quicker when those boards are moving because there's less boards to get through. So everything is your personal choice. You can choose where you would like to gift. So we talk about smart management of our wallets in a smart contract. In GL Smart, your wallet is your profile. Users can join multiple boards with just one wallet. Your nickname on that wallet can be changed as many times as you want, but the wallet details or your profile settings cannot be changed. So if you are following somebody in a lineage, or you have connected somebody else's wallet ID to your bronze board, to your silver, to your gold or platinum, you cannot follow another person. It is locked into the smart contract. You are always following them. Like I said just now, users can have multiple wallets on Trust Wallet or MetaMask. You could have one wallet on Trust and one on MetaMask. This is very useful for closing boards, because if you know which is the oldest board and you join one board with your MetaMask wallet and one with your Trust wallet, both of them could land on the oldest board. If you are going to be a gifter 1 through 7, you could both land on the same board. And that means when that board becomes the oldest board, you've got 2 shots of being legend and receiving. You can only have one nickname or one wallet on a board, but nothing is stopping you from having multiple wallets where you share your available poly. We're not asking you to create extra poly. We are saying if you've received poly on one profile, spread it around to your other wallets and use them to join the boards. You will get 2 or 3, maybe 4 of your nicknames on one board. I've done it on a Polina board where I have joined 4 different wallets very quickly in succession, and it ended up that I was gifter 5, 6, 7, and 8. I split the board, and on the 2 newest boards, or on the 1 newest board, I was the builder. I was all 4 builders because I'd used 4 different wallets. So that can happen and is very useful in closing oldest boards, helping the team, helping the community. So be strategic. When you join boards, it allows you to move oldest boards. Why do we want to move oldest boards? So that everybody gets to enjoy gifting. So everybody gets a turn to be a legend. And they have the idea and the concept of how they would like to gift the smart way, how they would like to use their gifts to progress through the tiers or on one tier, what they would like to do, where they want to play. Some people like to play more on Ubuntu. Others like the idea of the classics because it's nostalgic and they understand it. Others like the thrill of a speed board because there's less people. Use the gifts that you receive in a smart and strategic way to get you to that goal, that dream that you've been thinking of. Thank you. So that is how we are going to use the smart map. That is how we are closing boards. That is how we would like people to think of GL Smart. It gives you so many options. You are not required to start on Polina and work your way through Polina, through all the starter boards, then go on classics. You can. You're welcome to do it. But when you start receiving on Ohana, you can use that to jump further and start working on your bronze boards, or you can start joining Ubuntu. You can already join Speed and Ubuntu just by progressing through the starter boards. Elizabeth, comments from you. Let's go with Elizabeth first.
Hello, everybody. I just want to say thank you, Adele, for explaining this. There's so many numbers and so much going on with all the boards. I was like, how do you keep track of it? So I just want to say thank you. And yeah, I just love being able to be in different boards and just going from one to the other, because it gives that sense of growth. It gives that sense of growing. And I also love, truth is, I also love participating. As soon as I leave a board, go back in and having that, as you say, what's the name again? That having, forgot the name. Well, in any case, beg your pardon?
Your own perpetual?
Right, yeah, your own perpetual. I think that is beautiful. And participating in different boards, like I see, like, for example, people are kind of, I don't know if it's scared or they're so excited with Pilina, which there are so many boards. But for example, I love Ubuntu. For me, Ubuntu is like so amazing, so beautiful to be a part of a board where you are receiving gifts from the beginning. Just like, you're as as a builder, you're already receiving gifts, and that's so amazing. So I really invite everybody to grow within GL Smart and enjoy the ride. That's for me the greatest thing. Thank you, Adele. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Elizabeth. Ike?
Hi, yeah, Adele,
Hi.
thank you very much. Like Elizabeth says, we thank you for just being on the ball and just, explaining it so well. It makes so much sense. So for me, right at the beginning, I I didn't um, I didn't care which board I joined. So right at the beginning, the first few days, I joined a number of boards, and those boards are still, there's not a lot of movement on those boards. So as from last week, I started joining when there's an oldest board that was posted for us to actually join. I have come on those boards, and I've just seen movement there, and I'm excited about it. And I've now joined from the little money that I got from Pelina. I've been able to join HOI, and so there's so much value in that. That when you get a little bit of money, go higher, join the higher board,
Mhm.
and it's just so magic. But the idea, this is actually something that we should be proud of, and to have leaders of your caliber, Adele, we are so grateful. Also to the custodians, this is something that we should actually protect and cherish. Um, thank you very much, Adele. I'm so over the moon about what we have in our hands. Thanks.
Ike. Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely like that. You can get excited about Pelina and you can receive gifts, and then it's that thumb click addiction. You get so addicted to just click and join, and that's great. But then suddenly you're sitting with 55 Pelina boards, okay? So if you are sitting, let's just do some maths. If you're sitting with 15 Pelina boards, that is 849.75. Let's say 850 poly that you have gifted.
Yeah.
If you have joined 55 Pelina boards, you have gifted 849 poly. And then people say, but I don't have the poly available to join the speed boards. You actually did, but you got thumb happy. You got this click addiction. It's definitely a click addiction. And then you got the ka-ching factor. So you've got to be very careful about this click addiction and ka-ching, and you just want to join. It's much smarter to receive your gifts as a legend on Pelina and think, how can I use this smarter in a wiser way? Can I join a Hui with 2 gifts? Or do I use more of the gifts and join Ohio? And if I took some of my poly and I put it in a second wallet, I would join an oldest board. There's so much to think about and to consider. And each person will do it differently. But don't get addicted to clicking without thinking. That's, I think, the message I would like to strongly get across tonight. We mustn't just click and join, because what we are doing is we are creating an expansion in Pelina boards. 700 boards have to close. And they will, because more and more people are joining and people are excited, and that's where people join. But if you're wanting now to progress, you've got the idea, you understand how GL Smart works. Save some of your poly and join Ohio and join Ohana. And I've always been a champion for Ohana. And I just want to say to you, Ohana is just a name of a board. You will receive 8 gifts. It's just a name. It means family and it's nostalgic. So if you have any hang-ups, get rid of them, because Ohana is there to springboard you to bronze. It's the springboard to bronze. It's a very important board to join. And I know we've shared so many presentations, Elizabeth as well, and I see Queenie. And I just know that when I joined Ohana, I was so excited about Ohana. I contacted the three of you and Beverly, who's also on the call, but she's not feeling well. The four of us have shared so many presentations and discussions about Ohana, encouraging people to join. And as soon as I joined Ohana, I took some of my poly and sent it to you and said, guys, get on Ohana. Because for me, it was important that my friends who have supported Ohana be on those same boards. So I know you guys are all on Ohana with me, because that's how important that board is to me. I'm with Elizabeth. I love Ubuntu. It's for me, it's a no-brainer. That's where we should all be playing. But my connection with Ohana is deep, but it's also the springboard to bronze. And that's what we need to think about when we think of Ohana in GL Smart. It is that board that gives you the springboard to go into the bronze boards. Elizabeth, how do you feel about that?
Absolutely. There's not much, as you say, it's a no-brainer. It's just a no-brainer. It's just something, yeah. And being in all of them, in all the starter boards and being in the speed boards, I also see that there's kind of a reluctance also to participate in the speed boards. And I wonder why. I mean, it's like, I mean, it's only, it's only 7 of us there on the boards, and somehow it's taking longer. And I think it's, as you say, we get the thumb happy, and we start pinching Pilina, and instead of going in and thinking a little bit, this is quick. I mean, it's only 7 of us in the speed boards as well. But yeah, Ohana is beautiful. It's as you say, it's the last of the starter boards, and we can and there are so few boards there that we can really move on fast. So I hope that happens soon.
Comments from your side. You connect deeply with Ohana. So I know it was special for you to join that board, right?
Yeah, definitely. It is. It's a word that I mean, it makes family, no one gets left behind and all that. So they just link well with Ubuntu. So when I saw the Ubuntu board and Ohana, I was just excited. These are rich words. They mean so much to most of us. So I'm just excited about having those 2 ideas, Ohana and Ubuntu. So it's just, we're in the right spot, guys. Let's just give it our best. But like you say, we mustn't just enjoy the less than $4 Pelina board. We need to progress. We need to progress. Yeah, but with time, people will get to actually embrace the other boards. With time, people will be. I'm having a training tomorrow, and I'll be talking about all the boards that we don't only focus on Pelina, but on other boards also. So thank you very much, Adele. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Ike. So there's actually one other way to move boards. There's a brilliant way to move boards, and it is free. It doesn't cost you any poly. What is that? How can we move boards for free without any poly? Elizabeth? Ike? Anybody?
Invite your friends.
Invite your friends.
Yeah.
Invite friends to join GL Smart. We can move boards for free by getting friends, by getting people to join. And yes, they can start on Pelina. That's where they might want to start their journey. They might want to start on bronze. But the best way for us to move the boards is to invite our friends. And this is what you do. You invite them to the Telegram group. You invite them. Elizabeth, can you put the links out if you can, please? You invite them to the Telegram group. You invite them to the Gift of Legacy official YouTube channel, because there we've got a GL Smart playlist, and there's all the information. Then you start sending them videos or clips or testimonials. Why do you think we are starting these presentations with some of the testimonials? Because when you come in, you're already hearing from other people.
Sure.
If I watch these, we've got six videos of testimonials available. There's one or two of them that I maybe don't connect with because I don't always understand everybody's language. But I connect with people of my age. I definitely connect with the testimonial video I started with tonight, the young people, because the young people have a whole different perspective about GL Smart. They have not participated in GL Classic. They haven't. All three of them did not participate in GL Classic. They were too young. Now they are participating in GL Smart. It's opened up the world of cryptocurrency to them in a simple, easy way that is in a community that they know and trust. So it's opened up a future for them. And let's just be honest about it. The world is going cryptocurrency. Young people need to know how to participate without the frustrations and the hurdles of being in touch with the wrong kind of people in cryptocurrency. So this opens up a whole educational way of helping young people. It's opening up a whole new generation of gifters. You know, not the old fogies like you and me who like to meet on Zoom calls and phone each
Yeah.
other and talk to each other and socialize. Young people aren't about that. They want to pick up their phone, click, click, plug, play, ka-ching. That's all they want. Don't be long and drawn out. It's, I want to connect my wallet. How do I connect? How do I get Polly? Click, join a board, kitching, thank you. That's what young people are all about. That's how we move the boards. We start inviting young people, young professionals, people at university. My son is at university. He's loving this. He's been on vacation for the last 2 weeks. So he's at home. He's not working at his part-time job. And he's earned more off of his bronze board than what he would be earning working 10-hour shifts as a barman. He's seeing the value of GL Smart. So we need to reach out to new people. GL Smart is not just for everybody who's participating in GL. Think further, think broader. We've got posters you can use on your WhatsApp status to entice people, to speak to people. But the most important thing you've got is your GL Smart on your phone. Open it up, show somebody, and open it up and just leave it open, even if you're not doing anything. It's going to go ka-ching, and someone is going to say, what are you doing? And you say, we're sending and receiving gifts. Or is your salary enough? Let's reach out to more people. Let's move boards without using Polly. Let's save our Polly to join the higher boards, and let's move other boards by getting more people in. Any questions? We've got 10 minutes, and then we've definitely kept to our 1 hour limit. Thanks, Elizabeth, who shared everything. Thank you, everybody. Okay, I'm glad everyone's saying it's a great presentation. So here's a challenge. I've added somebody to the WhatsApp group and Telegram group this evening. While we're busy on the Zoom, he's joining his first board. He was on the training call on Tuesday evening. I challenge you to do the same. If each one reaches one, each one of us reaches one, we double our numbers. And What have we seen with the Polina boards? Every time a board splits, it creates 2 new boards. Every time one person speaks to another person, we double our numbers. How do we not see that the only way to move the boards is to do what the boards are doing? Duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. Teach other people to do what we're doing. Show them. Get them to join, click, join a board, ka-ching. It's that simple. We don't have to make this complicated. It's smart. It's easy. Got a good friend who shared a testimonial. It's easy, easy. Really, really easy. Elizabeth, you know that person.
What was that again?
Who joins boards that it's easy, easy, really easy?
Really easy. That's me. I love it. It's so easy. It's so fun. Once you get, I
So-
think that the most difficult part of everything is, especially when you're not used to working with technology, is maybe opening the wallet. But as Beverly says, I mean, if she did it, I mean, that's I think the most difficult part of it is just opening the wallet, and that's it. And once you're there, then everything gets on. It just moves on nice and smoothly. It's really so easy. There's no hassle, no need to talk with anybody. You don't have to, bother if people do make or don't make the gift. You have to wait a week or a month. No.
Yep.
You have the money, you participate. That's it.
Yep. That's it.
So
it's that easy.
beautiful. Yeah. It's
Can
that
you
easy.
see? I've been knocked off of my cell phone. Maybe my cell phone wants to get gifting. Are there any other questions that we need to deal with? Does anybody want to speak? Do you want to raise your hand? Nope. Everyone happy? So let's follow up on the challenge. Let's duplicate what you see here. Let's invite a friend, get them to join, and let's move the boards without spending 1 poly. Let's get our friends on the boards. Thank you, everybody. Bev, we hope you feel better soon, that you can chat to us soon. Lots of love, everybody, until we meet again. Good night. God bless.
Thank
and
you.
goodbye. Thank you.
Bye.
Ike.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Adele.
you.
Thanks.